So now we'll see what are the different ways available to collaborate or how you can configure your Excel sheet to collaborate with others. The three different ways what we discussed is one is like directly via email or some other medium as it is an Excel sheet. The second way is by exporting into PDF or some other formats which is not editable. Third way is by taking the printout. Okay, so now we will see all these three and what are the precautions we need to take care before doing this one. So first, email. So if you want to share this Excel sheet as it is with the others, what are the precautions we need to take care? So yes, as I am using version 365, Microsoft Office 365, someone might be using 2007 version, 2013 version, 19 version, or previous versions, some other versions, right? Earlier versions. And I have one advanced function, let's say some X lookup is the advanced function, and I used it in my Excel sheet. But when I share that file with the person who is not having the same version of Excel and he is having earlier versions of Excel, can he able to see the answer? Can he able to get the desired results from that one, from that function? No, because it is not compatible. That version whatever he is having is not compatible with the functions or formulas whatever we use in the latest version. So what we need to see, first one, if you want to share as it is an Excel sheet, you need to take care of, first precaution is compatibility. Is it compatible with all the versions or not? Second, accessibility. Accessibility means here, okay, now I saved the sheet as sheet 1 and here it is sheet 2 and here it is sheet 3. But what is this sheet 1? Am I named it something here? So if I share it with them like that, what is the sheet 1? And I am having, let's say, let us assume that I am having data in 10 sheets. Which sheet belongs to which data? We don't know, right? The receiver, we in the sense ekkada receiver who receives that Excel sheet from you, he don't know which data belongs to which one, which sheet belongs to which data. So that before sending Excel sheet to others, you need to see accessibility. So accessibility issues. So I'll tell you how to check all these things: compatibility, accessibility, and if there are something personal properties involved, properties where we can add properties by going back to backstage of the file. Here you can add personal properties by going to info. You can add title, tags, and your name, your date, who is the who, what, and everything you can add it here. So all these are the personal properties. So if you don't want to show them the personal properties, then you can remove that one. So that security issues, because of security issues, you might need to remove that personal properties. Like that, whatever you can share it or not, all the issues you need to inspect. So third one is inspect for issues. So these are the three precautions you need to take care before sharing it as Excel sheet with others. Let it be either through email or WhatsApp or whatever the mode. If you are sharing Excel sheet as it is, these are the three checks you must do before sharing it with others. So now we will see one by one how to inspect for issues, how to see for accessibility, how to see for compatibility. Now, yes, we will do all these three checks on this sheet. So first one, I'll go from down, inspect for issues. How to do that one? We need to go to file, see the steps clearly, go to file, go to info again, and here check for issues. Check for issues. click on this tiny arrow. So you will see three options here: inspect document, check accessibility, check compatibility. These are the three issues we are going to check one by one. First we will click inspect document. Click yes. Yes. So it is checking everything. Is the comments, some comments are there or not? Personal properties are there or not? Personal information. If it is there, it will show you and it will ask you if you want to remove, you can remove it from here. Data model is there or not? All these things, everything it will check from its own, on its own. So you need not to do anything. After checking this, if you want to remove something which is not shareable with others, you can remove it from here directly. And if you just click on inspect here, you can see now comments, these personal properties are there, and this is coming comments, yes, green tick, no problem. Data model, green tick, no problem. Contents, no problem. All other green tick, no problem. Here some headers and footers, yes, we inserted some headers and footers. If you want to keep it or not, if you want to remove, you can simply click on remove from here. Personal properties, definitely you will get one question from here. So in exam, so be cautious. Once you click on inspect, so you can see all these properties. If in your examiner is asking you to remove personal properties and don't do anything with all others, so simply you need to click on remove and don't do anything with the headers or footers. If he is asking you like that, then simply click on close. That's it. So now we inspected total Excel sheet for issues. Then we will see the accessibility and compatibility. Same steps. Click on file, info, check for issues, check for accessibility. See, immediately once you click on accessibility, a new window has come towards your right with the problems. These are the problems. So what it is saying, there are default sheet names. You haven't changed the sheet name, because once you share this one as it is, he can't access it properly. That's the reason it is showing as accessible issues. Once you change the name of this one, automatically it will be going out. You just see. So I will say this one as student. Sheet 1 gone from issues. Sheet 2 sample. Sheet 2 gone. Sample 2. Sheet 3 gone. So now it is showing no accessibility issues found. Right? So this is how we can check the accessibility issues, and this is how you can correct the accessibility issues. Right? Now, third check, that is go back to file, info, check for issues, and compatibility. Third one is compatibility. So if you check on compatibility, I haven't used any formulas, any new formulas like that. So that's the reason it is showing that no compatible issues were found. If something is not compatible with earlier versions, it will show up here. So you can remove them, or you can rewrite them in earlier versions. Then click OK. So this is how you can check all these three issues: compatibility, accessibility, and issues. Inspect for issues. So before sharing your data in Excel sheet with any others in any mode, these are the three checks mandatorily you should see. Otherwise, the receiver of the data can't use it in the desired sense. Whatever the view you are sending them, that might not get survived. That might not get perfectly useful. Okay. So these are the three checks you should do before sharing Excel sheet with others. So first one done. Now, second mode of collaboration. that is exporting into other formats which are not editable, PDF. Now we'll try to save this as PDF, but okay, what we'll do, we'll discuss about this one after discussing about the printout. Okay, now what I want to do is, I want to take the printout of this. I want to take the printout of this and I want to give it to teacher. Let's say this is our project and we did it. Now I want to submit it to the teacher for the corrections. Okay. So how we can do the, how we can take the printout? Go to file, click on print. Yes, now listen carefully for next to 10 to 15 minutes. I am going to explain you all these options in printing. In detail I am going to explain you, because it's very important. May not be that much important in for the sake of exam. For the sake of exam you might get 1 or 2 questions on this one, but practical purpose is very important. Because whatever the office you go, you'll see some waste papers or one side papers because of the wrong printing. If you go to any CA office, you can see bundles of waste papers. They don't know how to take the printouts properly. Okay, so now we'll see what are the different settings are available in printing and how we can take the printouts. When you click on the print setting, you can see how many pages are coming here at the bottom. 1 of 2. This is the second page and this is the first page. Okay. Now what we will do is, I'll just remove these topics from here. For the time being. I'll keep it here. And I will add a few more columns. Let's say I'll add 2 more columns. So now if you go back to print and see the print preview, how many pages? Again 2 pages, but if you go to second page, these 2 rows are coming separately. Okay, and something is already set. I'll remove that one also. Just give me a second. Okay, right. So to give you more idea, I'll just copy more data towards down also. Right. Now if you go back to print and see the print preview, how many pages are there now? Total 4 pages. So now first page we are having column headers, row headers, and everything is there. Second page, column headers and row headers are missing in the second page. Column headers are available. And if you go to third page, column headers are not there. Row headers are not there. Column headers are available. And fourth page, similar to third page. No headers are available. So we don't know what these numbers belongs to. And here we don't know what these numbers belongs to, which class. We know the week, but we don't know belongs to which class. Here we know the class names, but we don't know belongs to which week. So all these things can be setted over here itself. Now we'll see one by one. So these are the number of pages what we can see, and this is what we call it as print preview. And here you can set number of copies, how many copies you want. 1 copy or 2 copy. Total set, total 4 pages, how many copies you want. Either 1 copy or 2 copy. And here you can set your printer. If you click here, all available printers will be shown here. and you can select the active printer, whatever the printer is available at your office or at your location, you can select that printer. Then here in settings, print active sheets, print active sheets. Now when I click on print preview, I am seeing the data only in the sheet whatever we are in. That means only in student sheet, but there is something in sample and there is some nothing. Okay, I will write something here in sample 2 also. Okay, some data is there, but why it is not showing up? Why it is showing only the data in student's worksheet? Because we selected here print active sheets. Now we will see what will happen if I select print entire workbook. Click on print entire workbook. Now see how many pages has come. Instead of 4, now it is showing up 6. And if you see that 4 pages are first 4 pages, then 5th page sample sheet, second sheet is also showing up here, and next sheet, third sheet, sample 2. It means whatever is there in the workbook, total workbook is coming for printing. So where you can change that option, either print active sheet or print entire workbook. Active sheet means whatever the worksheet you opened when you are clicking print option, that will be treated as active sheet. And then you can select, if you want total entire workbook, you can click on entire workbook. Now one more intelligent guy can ask, sir, I don't want the total active worksheet and I don't want the active workbook as well. I want only data from here to here. I want only this data has to be printed. What to do? There are 2 options. One option is you can simply click on print area, select this area wherever you want print, click on print area and set print area. Once you set the print area, wherever you are not a problem within the sheet, you go to print and you can see only those few lines are coming, one of one, only one page. Whatever is selected as print set area, set print area, that is only coming for the printing, even though here you selected print active sheets. Okay, now we'll go back and we'll remove that print area. You need not to select that area again to remove. Go to print area and clear print area. The same thing can be done using one more option. If you want only this thing to be printed, select this one, go to print, and here instead of active sheets or entire workbook, click on print selection. Now you see only one page. Whatever is selected is coming for printing. Okay, so this is how you can change your printing options. What are the different options available? Print active sheets, print entire workbook, and print selection. And again, in print active sheets, how many are there? 1 of 4 pages are there. But you want only first page or only first 2 pages. Then you can write page 1 to 2. Page 1 to 2. Then you won't get all the pages as a printout. Okay? You might see in preview all 4, but you won't get the printout of all 4 pages. You will get only 1 to 2. Okay? So this is how you can change the selection of the print area, print sheets or entire workbook and pages. Then collated and uncollated. Here 2 options are there. Right. Now let's say yes, this sheet consists of 4 pages now. So and you are taking more than one copy, 4 copies let's say. or 5 copies. So then how do you want your printout to come? All first pages 5 copies, then second page 5 copies, third page 5 copies, like that, or 1 to 4 pages one set, then 1 to 4 pages second set, third set, fourth set, fifth set, like that. That option you can do it here. Collated means it will come 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It means all set once, then second set, third set. If you select uncollated, all first pages, how many copies you selected, all first page will come 5 copies, second page will come 5 copies, third page will come 5 copies, like that it will come from the printer. Then you need to set manually. Okay, so this is what collated and uncollated. And then orientation is nothing but landscape, in nothing but horizontal. Now you can see it is horizontal here. And if you select portrait, there are only two orientations, landscape and portrait. So if you select portrait, you see now it is looking like a A4 page, vertical. Portrait means vertical and landscape means horizontal. So however you want, you can set your print. Okay, then paper size. Generally the papers what we use is A4 papers, but at some places you might need to go take A5 page, print on A5 or A3, depends, or legal paper. If you might have seen earlier documents of properties and all those things, it will be in the green or yellowish color, and they will be little bit lengthy than our natural A4 paper. So that we'll call it as legal size or letter size. So based on that, whatever the size of the paper you are using, you can select the size of the paper here. Because depends upon the paper size, the data will be fitted in 1 sheet or 2 sheets or 3 sheets. Okay, that's what. Then coming to margins. So here, see now this side this much margin is there, above this much margin is there, here this much. So you can set all these margins here. So last custom setting like this. See now left side there is no margin. Right side we have very big margin. So whatever we want, normal means it will come like this. Wide means, see, again shrinking. And narrow margins means all the sides expanded. Or you don't want all these prefixed formats. And I want 1 centimeter at the top, at the bottom I don't want margin, left side I don't want margin, only right side I want margin. So there is no prefixed format here. How can I set? Just click on custom margin, and here each side whatever the margin you want you can enter. Each side you can change. Let's say left side if I want 1, you can enter 1 and click OK. That's it. See, left side now moved a bit. So this is how you can change the margins. And I'll keep it back to normal margins. Then scaling. Scaling is nothing but yes, now how many columns are there? It's John 14 to some number is missing here. Okay, and if you go back to here, this is one column is missing actually. If this one column has come into the data, you might have reduced the pages count, right? So here in scaling, you can ask Excel to fit all columns in one page. Fit all columns in one page. Now you see how many number of pages? It has fitted into only 2 pages because all the columns are coming in one page. Or otherwise, if you want complete entire data in one page, and you want to force Excel to give the print in on one page, irrespective of the visibility, then you can direct Excel to fit sheet on one page. See, entire data has come only on one page. And if you want rows, all rows in one page, but you can force like that. Now all rows has come in one page. So like that we can set margins, we can set scaling, and everything we can do it here from the print preview. There are a lot of options are available. And one more important option. Whenever we have a normal margins and no scaling and 4 pages are here, then if you come here, we can't see the headers. Column headers are missing here, right? And if you come here, row headers are missing. We don't want to copy paste every time all that column headers or row headers, but while taking printout, you want them to repeat on each and every page. Can we do so? Only for the sake of printing, you want them to repeat on each and every page, these headers. Can we do so? Yes, that can be done by going back and come here in page layout tab. In page layout tab, click on print titles. And here it is asking rows to repeat. Click here, then select I want these 2 rows to be repeated on each and every page because I have the headers on the 2 rows. Then again click here, so that 2 rows has been selected. Then columns to repeat. I want this column to be repeated. Select that column, so that's selected. Then click OK. Now you go back to again print preview and check it. Now 4 pages. If you go to second page, can we see both the headers? Column headers are there, row headers are there. Column headers are there, row headers are there. Here also. So if you keep like that, all headers, both column and row headers on each and every page, you can easily see the data it belongs to which, like that. Okay. So these are the different settings available in printing and we have seen it extensively. Again, I am just repeating all. Here you can set number of copies, and after doing all these things, if you click on print, you can get the printout from the printer. So here you can select the printer, and here number of copies. Here you can select either active sheet or entire workbook or selection. Whatever you want, you can select here. After selecting, if you want a particular number of pages, you can select here. And collated, uncollated is if you are taking multiple copies, how do you want to take? All first pages first or all one set, second set, third set, like that. You can select here collated or uncollated. And orientation, either landscape means horizontal, portrait means vertical. And here you can select the size of the paper. And here you can select the margins. Either whatever the margins you have, prefix margins you can select. Otherwise you can click on custom margin and you can increase or decrease in whatever the way you want. And scaling, it is forcing Excel to fit all columns or all rows or complete data in one set, one page, like that. Okay. And after that we have seen how to fix print titles. If you want to repeat all the headers on each and every page while taking printout, you can click on print titles in page layout tab, and here you can select those rows to repeat and columns to repeat. So these are the things we should know about printing. Then, so now we know how to collaborate with others using printout, hard copies. Now the final step is, I want to send digitally, but I don't want to allow them to edit, because Excel sheet means anyone can edit it. easily. Of course, protection is there, that is a secondary topic. As of now, you don't know protection. So, how you can safeguard your data is like you can export it into PDF. So, how to do that one? Be in the sheet. And one hint here, what are the settings you did for printing, the same setting applies for PDF, because whatever you are seeing in print preview, in the same way you will get the PDF copies. So how to save that in PDF now we will see. Just click on file, save as, and here it is showing as Excel workbook. Then click on this tiny arrow, so you can see these are the different formats available to save. Now here you select PDF. You select PDF. Once you select PDF, and there is one more option, more options. If you want you can click, but okay, I'll show you whatever is there in the more options. Same thing, this kind of window will come. So PDF in options, this is like open after publishing. It means once it is saved as PDF, you want to open the file and see, or you don't want, means you can uncheck it. If you want to see the file, you can simply check it. So minimize size, it is not required for you now. Standard publishing is fine. So simply you can click on save. But where to save, you just select the path. So for the timing I am saying it on desktop. And file name, if you want to change, you can change it here. Yes, now my PDF is saved and open because I selected that option to open. See how nicely it has saved. Whatever the printing options, whatever you are seeing in print preview, because each and every page we are getting here row headers and column headers. This we set it in print preview. The same options are applicable to here. So we got it in 4 pages, same. However, the way you take the printout, the same thing has come in digitally, that is PDF format. Now we can share it with anyone, so they can't edit all these details. Okay, so this is how you can collaborate the data with others. This is how we can configure your Excel sheet to collaborate with others. So to conclude, I am saying once again, 3 options are available. One is soft copy as an Excel sheet as it is. If you want to share it as Excel sheet, you need to take care of these 3 issues. That is, check for inspect for issues. Then second one, compatibility and accessibility. These 3 issues you need to verify. If you don't want to send it an Excel sheet, but you want to send it digitally, you can export it as PDF and you can share it with others. But before exporting it as PDF, you need to set everything. Whatever it is right for printing, the same is applicable for PDF. So you need to go to print preview, see everything is coming right or not, like that. Then you go for exporting into PDF. Okay, I think everyone got it. So I hope it's clear. Now you can easily collaborate with others, whatever the data in Excel sheet, either in Excel format or exporting into PDF and taking out the printout.